President Trump was almost on the verge of bankruptcy. And then all of a sudden, he was flush with money. And we all know that domestic banks were not offering him and extending any credit to him. And so the question is, where did he get all of that money from?
Even what I'm saying now will be demeaned and disparaged. Now I hear that these same people that failed to get me in Washington have sent every piece of information to New York so that they can try to get me there. It's the New York Attorney General, who recently ran for office, campaigned without knowing me, stating, "We will join with law enforcement and other attorneys general across this nation in removing this president from office." I never met her. "It's important that everybody understands," she said, "that the days of Donald Trump are coming to an end. And all it's been is a big investigation in Washington and New York and any place else that can investigate. Because that's what they want to do. They want to take not me, but us down. And we can never let them do that. Everything's been looked at." A friend of mine who's very smart said, "You've probably seen more than anybody else. And for you to come out with a clean bill of health makes you probably the cleanest person in this country." This election was rigged. Everybody knows it.
My name is Letitia James, and I am the Attorney General for the state of New York. New York courts heard oral arguments on a motion to compel the Trump Organization to comply with my office's ongoing investigation into the organization's financial dealings. Justice and the rule of law prevailed today. We will immediately move to ensure that the Trump Organization comply with the court's order and submit financial records related to our investigation. Further, as the court ordered, Eric Trump will no longer be able to delay his interview and will be sitting down with investigators and lawyers in my office no later than October 7th. The court's order today makes clear that no one is above the law, not even an organization or an individual with the name Trump. Let me just tell you about who I am, and let me just set the table for you.
Please.
We are a country of laws and rules, and it's really critically important that we adhere to those laws and rules. And what guides me and my principles is I believe in equality, and I believe that the law should apply to all of us and that no one is above the law. Those are simple concepts and simple principles that I believe in. And I also believe that as the Attorney General of the great state of New York, that I cannot sit idly by and allow someone to basically subvert the United States Constitution or the Constitution of the great state of New York. So there are a number of investigations going on in our office as a result of the testimony of Michael Cohen. And they raise some legitimate concerns. Now, the President of the United States has complained that I'm engaging in some sort of political witch hunt, that I've got some personal vendetta against him, that I campaigned against him. That is not true. I've not politicized the office. Mr. Cohen raised some questions and some issues that I am obligated as the Attorney General of the state of New York to pursue. And so we are following the facts and the evidence. And some of these cases, unfortunately, I cannot divulge. I cannot give you a status and or update where they are. I can only tell you that the Office of Attorney General is standing up for the law. And again, no one is above the law, including the most powerful individual in this country, and that is the President of these United States. The President, as well as some of his children, perhaps inflated his assets so that they can get financial terms for loans and for insurance coverage. In addition to that, they deflated those same assets for the purposes of evading and or avoiding tax liability. President Trump cannot avoid justice in the great state of New York.